All right, so let's pull up our terminal here. Forge, coverage. Ooh, we got some work to do. All right, well, no time like the present. Let's get into it. So we have some price feed tests over here. We probably also want to set up some constructor tests, right? We want to make sure that stuff is being initialized correctly. So let's copy that. We'll do constructor tests like that. We'll fix this so our ADHD doesn't go crazy. And we'll do function test something. What are we testing? Let's go down to the constructor here. And what should we be testing? Okay, well, we're doing this revert here. So we should make sure we actually are reverting correctly when the lengths aren't the same. So function test reverts if token length doesn't match price feeds. Public. Zoom in. We're going to be in here a while. So function this. Now we're going to create some address arrays. Address array, public token addresses, address array, public price feed addresses. We're going to say token addresses dot push. We're going to push weth into here. Feed addresses add dot push USD price feed, and we're going to push 2 in here. Oh, cool. BTC. Do we have? I guess we should pull BTC USD price feed. Let's get this too. So ETHUSD, BTC USD price feed. Okay. Oops. Price feed addresses. So we'll push the 2 of those in there. Now we'll do VM.expect revert DSC engine dot. What's the name of the error? I'm going to copy this. Boom. Dot selector like that. Doing some toggle word wrap now. Expect revert. Now we call a new DSC engine with the token addresses and the price feed addresses. Oh, what else goes in the DSC? Oh, we also need the address DSC, right? Address DSC. So this should revert. Let's see. Forge test -m. Nice. Okay, that's passing. All right, cool. Price feed tests. We're testing getting the USD value. I think we had another one down here, right? We had something like get token amount from USD. We sure did. This is a public view. So let's test this one as well. Do function tests. And I usually just like to paste the function names, especially when they're like this. Public. So we're going to do basically the opposite of this. This got the USD value of some ETH amount. We're going to do UNT256 USD amount, right? Equals, let's say 100 ETH, 100 Ether. And then UNT256 expected WETH. Do a little bit of math here. If it's $2,000 per ETH and we have $100, we're going to do 100 divided by 2,000. So 100 divided by 2,000, 0.05. So we can say expected WETH is 0.05 Ether. Now we'll do UNT256 actual WETH equals DSCE dot this function with the lowercase, pass in WETH, and then the USD amount. Assert equal expected WETH and the actual WETH. The 2 of them should be the same. Let's test it out. Forge test -m. Nice, that passed. All right, let's keep going. Deposit collateral tests. Test revert if collateral is 0. That's good. What else? Let's go to this deposit collateral function. Okay, we should also revert here. We're basically just going to go through this whole function and kind of test each line. We just tested this one. Let's test this one. So this will be something like function test reverts with unapproved collateral. Public. We'll make an ERC20 mock, some RAND token, right? We'll just make some silly token. New ERC20 mock. RAN will be the name. RAN will be the token. Do we have a user in here? I think we do have a user, right? Okay, yeah, we do have a user. Let's give this money to a user, and then we'll give them some starting amount. I think we have starting ERC20 balance or amount collateral. Yeah, we'll do amount collateral. Give them the amount collateral. We'll do vm.start prank this user who has this token, and they're going to try to deposit this collateral, and we're going to expect it to revert. So vm.expect revert, and this error here is allowed token right now doesn't take any parameters. So that's easy enough for us. Let's just copy this. We'll do dsc engine dot this dot selector, and then we'll call the deposit collateral. So dsce dot deposit collateral, address of that RAN token, right? RAN token or random token. We'll do amount collateral as well. So it'll just be that whole amount. And then we can do vm.stop prank, and that should work. Forge test -m. See if that's correct. Yep, looking good. All right, let's keep going. What else? What's next? Deposit collateral. Not that one. Okay, did this. Non-reentrant. We could go ahead and test reentrant. I'm going to skip doing that for now, but we probably do want to do some reentrancy tests at some point. But yeah, I'm going to skip them for now. And all right, cool. So then we can start testing some of this. So if they deposit collateral, we should see that they actually do this. We should see that they emit an event. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's do function test can deposit collateral and get account info. Because once they deposit, we have this get account info. Oh, it's private right now. So let's actually go to the bottom. Let's create a public version of that. So we'll do function get account information. This will be external view, return this account address user, returns these two. I'm going to copy this, go back down. External view returns these two things. And we're going to say total DSC minted, comma, collateral value in USDC equals this internal function. And that should be good, right? Oh, we're going to do, instead of message.sender, we'll do address user. This, paste the user in here. So now we can get the total DSC minted and their collateral value in USD from an external view function. We should be able to get that information. So let's have them actually deposit collateral in here. And since we're going to be doing a lot of deposited collaterals, we know we can actually make a modifier called deposited collateral. This vm.start prank user ERC20 mock WETH. In order to deposit WETH, we need to approve address DSCE, comma, amount collateral. And we're going to do DSCE.deposit collateral, WETH, amount collateral, vm.stop prank, underscore like this, modifier, right? And we'll have this can deposit collateral and get account info. We'll have them deposit collateral, and we'll now get that account information. So we'll say UNT256, total DSC minted, UNT256, collateral value in USD equals DSCE dot get account information from the user. And now what we're going to say, we're going to make sure these two numbers are correct. The total DSC minted and the collateral value in USD. They should have minted no DSC. So UN256 expected total DSC minted. Yep, equals 0. UN256 expected collateral value in USD equals, this is going to be that DSCE dot get token amount from USD with collateral value in USD. So So expected collateral value should just be this function. Then we can say assert equal total DSC minted should be this expected total DSC minted. And then we can do assert equal collateral value in USD. It's going to be this expected collateral value in USD. All right, clear. Forge test -m. All right, we have a fail. You know what to do. We're going to run it again. -vvvv. Let's see what we messed up here. It says the assertion failed. Left is this number and right is a much smaller number. This is why it's not cool to do two types of asserts, but I know it's the second one. So we're saying the collateral value in USD is this, but the right side is expected collateral value is going to be this. So let's see what's wrong here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's saying collateral value in USD is 20 grand. Does that make sense? Well, it's 10 Ether times $2,000 equals 20 grand, right? So that is, so the collateral value in USD is right. It looks like my right is wrong. Collateral, expected collateral value in USD, DSC.from token amount, WETH. Oh, what the heck? Why am I doing that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's saying that $20,000 is equal to 10 ETH. So I don't know why I'm calling this. Oh, this is actually expected deposit amount. And we shouldn't be comparing these two. This should be compared to the amount collateral, right? So 10 is how much collateral we're putting in here. And then collateral value in USD. Yeah, that's correct. So we're using this collateral value in USD to get the expected deposit amount. That looks more correct. Okay, cool. Forge test -m. And this is one of the kind of weird parts about writing tests, right? Okay, cool. We fixed it. Sometimes your test is wrong, like what we just showed here. I wrote my test wrong, but sometimes your code is wrong. And that's what these tests really should be testing. Hey, when is the code actually wrong? We're making some progress. Forge coverage. Not a whole lot of great coverage here. Let's keep going. So instead of me just kind of walking you through the rest of these tests, you know how to write these tests. In this file, I'm not really going to show you any more unique tests, right? But like I said, there is at least one glaring issue in our DSC engine.sol. There's a big issue in here, right? We definitely need some more getter functions as well. So write getter functions as you test, but there's at least one giant issue. So what I'm going to do now is, instead of me literally walking you through the rest of these tests, I mean, you can see all the tests in here, is I'm going to challenge you to write these tests yourself to get this forge coverage up. Remember, you can do forge coverage to obviously see what's going on. We're focusing on this one right now. You can also do forge coverage -- report to see -- report debug to actually see the exact lines that are missing, right? And all these things are just kind of line items, whatever. IC doesn't matter. Scroll. Okay, these are the ones that are actually issues, right? Which one's this? Oh, that's essential. That is the decentralized stablecoin. We want to write tests for that as well, but let's just focus on this massive list up here. DSC engine, focus on this list and write some tests for this. Because yeah, the rest of these unit tests or staging tests, we're not going to learn anything new. This is just one of these things that you got to do, that you got to get good at, that you got to write. Now, you don't have to get it to 100%. If you get it to like 85, 90, that's pretty good. Some of these tests are actually very difficult to write, but writing these tests should find a glaring bug in at least one of these functions. And maybe if you find more than one glaring bug, that's great. Make a PR, make an issue to the repo, but I want you to pause the video and take some time, right? It might be an hour, it might be 2 hours, it might be 30 minutes, right? Depends on how quick your AI buddy is, how quick you are, and write some more tests. And sometimes, actually, you can even come to your contracts and you could do something like grab this, go over to your chat GPT and say, hey, this is one of my Solidity functions. Can you write some tests for it in Foundry? And because it doesn't know what Foundry is, it's going to totally bunk it up. But you could use ChatGPT to help you write some tests as well, help you get your coverage up. But there's definitely one major issue in here. You might even need to go back and refactor some code, right? I'm going to say keep that to a minimum though, but there are some spots where maybe you need to refactor your code to make writing tests easier. Maybe you need to write some more helper functions, right? Take this time to experiment and tinker and think, what should I do? How can I make sure my code is safe? And importantly, how can I write enough tests to find this bug that Patrick is talking about, right? Maybe you do some refactoring. Now, don't write any fuzz tests yet. We are going to go over fuzz tests in a little bit, but yeah, just try to write the rest of these unit tests, rest of these pseudo integration tests, and I'll see you when you come out the other side. But when you finish writing the tests, take a break, take a minute. I want this to sink in. This is the most advanced lesson that you're going to take in this course. And to be honest, probably it's going to be one of the most advanced courses you'll ever take in Solidity. Okay. So I want you to take your time with this. I want you to understand what's going on. Sometimes it might even make sense for you to go, oh, well, what does MakerDAO do? How can I learn more about stablecoins? Where else can I go? Maybe I can ask ChatGPT for questions, right? For those of you who are going, I really don't want to do that, you can 100% just copy paste mine, but I recommend you go through this exercise. Okay, block off some time, and I'll see you soon.